Hi, this is Tamika with Paige's Pumpkin Pie, and I am here with my 2025 planner lineup. So, as I was putting everything together to film this video, I came to a realization that, girl, that's a lot of planners. It's a lot of planners. Yeah. So, let's just go right into it. So I'll start with this stack over here because I had to put it into two separate stacks because there's just a lot going on here. So this one here is my social media planner. This is just one of many B6 Planners Anonymous Melody Planner covers that I have. The Melody Planner covers are adjustable and customizable to use them with rings, strings, or a book bound book, and you can even use it with disc. So I, for social media, have been using rings. Like I said, this is just one of many different planner covers that I have. I'm looking at my desk right now. I have an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different other ones that I could possibly use throughout the year and just switch it out. And I even have one that's not from Planners Anonymous. I have one that's from James and Ginger. That's just a basic classic black one that I could use as well. So because of the theme that I'm going to be using to set things up, I decided to keep everything in this one because it's going to work well with this one. My charm came off. I don't know what happened to it, but it is what it is. But anyways, so when you open it up, this has been decorated with Under the Stars, the Planners Anonymous Under the Stars sticker kit. So I still had a lot of these pages left for the monthly, these black inserts from Lights Planner Action, and I'm just shy of one for the whole year, which is fine. I'll just do the last month in the white pages because I have the white pages too. But these are my monthly. So this is my monthly section. Every monthly looks like this. You have the notes section over here, and it's a Sunday through Saturday monthly. All of them look exactly the same. So I'm going to use the black paper, and then the weekly inserts look like this. Now, I just ordered some more inserts. I have this as a digital as well. I'm just not in the mood to print and cut right now. So I ordered me the actual physical inserts, and I ordered 2 sets, and those should arrive to me later in the week. But these are the inserts that I have been using for a long time already in my social media planner, and that's what I will continue to use. I did get away from planning in my social media planner. I started back working. I didn't really mention it at first because there's people out there that I don't want in my business. So I hadn't really mentioned it. But yes, I did start back at work. And so just learning my new job and all that, it was just a lot. It was overwhelming. It was hard to start working again after you hadn't been working, and it was tiring. And so I cut back on filming a lot of the filming that I was doing. But I want to get back into it. But that might be for one more year, depending on how things go. But that's a whole nother story. All right, so these are the inserts. And there's just a whole bunch of extra stuff back here, like note paper, and further back is some inserts that I need to just remove from out of here because I've already used those. But yeah, that is going to be for social media. Again, this is B6. The planner cover is from Planners Anonymous, and the inserts are from Lights Planner Action. A lot of times they do collaborations together where Planners Anonymous will make stickers that work directly with the inserts. You'll see that sometimes. They did that for Go Wild. They do that for Christmas. But yeah, so that's what I'm using for social media. I started a creative journal this past year for a couple of reasons. One, because I had this beautiful journal that I got from Planners Anonymous and I wanted to use it. And two, I just wanted to be able to use up my stickers. So that's pretty much what I've been doing with this planner. As you can see, this was one of the last spreads that I did in here. But yeah, it's just a creative outlet. I don't really journal in it. You did see a little bit of journaling. That is only because I was journaling for gratitude for Thanksgiving. I don't really write in this at all. It is really more so to get creative with spreads and do some Dutch doors at times and just use what I have. So I will continue to use that because I still got quite a bit of that left for the year. And then if I end up using this before the year is over, I'm going to have to find me another book. Yeah. So that is my creative journal. Then I have a Fitness Bujo journal. I need to start a new one. This is also for Planners Anonymous. So I do have a planner cover that I use for my Fitness Bujo planner as well. It is more of a beach theme, but I'll probably still clip this charm on there. So this, and then I have this pen too. All of these are themed based on the Planners Anonymous Serenity Kit, which is one of their very, very early kits. So this was like reimagined, and I thought this was perfect for fitness. And it says, I am enough. And it's just absolutely beautiful. And I had not used it yet because I was waiting to when I would need another fitness journal. I am worthy, I am loved, I am enough, I am. And then you put your name there. And it's just your standard dot grid, 160 GSM, 160 pages. You've got your bookmarks, ribbon bookmarks. You've got a pocket in the back. And you've got an elastic strap. The only thing this one doesn't have is a pin loop, but I don't think this one has a pin loop, but that's okay because it will be in a planner cover. So yeah, that is what I'm going to be using for fitness this year. And I don't do a lot of spreads, and I'm hoping that will last the whole year for me, hopefully. If not, again, I'm gonna have to find another one. So this is from the Little Bits box, and this cutie here, his name is Sherman. I love turtles. He's adorable. And this came in one of my Little Bit subscriptions. They no longer have that subscription. You have the purple elastic band here, the pin loop, and this is black dot grid paper. Now this is, I don't think this one is 160 GSM, but I'm using this for on the go. This past year I've used one that's about this size, and I started to use this one, but then I remembered I had this paper and I felt like the black paper would just make it a little bit more exciting to do my on the go spreads. So that is what I'm using. Of course, this is a lot larger, but this still will fit in my purse. I have enough pages in here where I can do, you know, one spread a week, right? And then I had a few extra pages. So what I decided I'm going to do is some Dutch doors to do a year at the glance in the front. I'm going to do a cover page, and then I'm going to do a year at the glance with a couple of pages, and that will leave me enough pages for every week. I just won't have monthly sections, which I feel I really don't need that for an on-the-go planner. I just don't think I need that. So that's what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be going from something this small to this size. The only bummy thing about this is I have a planner cover that fits this. Let me show you. So this planner cover, it's really cute, and this fits nicely in there, but I'm just not going to be using that for now. So it's going to be put away for now. So that is for on the go. And I bought some pretty cool markers that I haven't used that are kind of like paint markers. So I'm excited to see how these will work with this black paper too. All right. Then I have the Uplift planner. I did a review of their 2024 planner this past year. I was given the planner to review and I actually really liked it. I'm not a fan of coil bound planners, but most self-care planners, goal planners, they're too much for me. There's a goal planner out there right now that a lot of people are using and it's got way too much going on. I'm not one to really journal as it is. I don't like guided journals. I don't like being told what to journal. And so when I looked at this one and reviewed it this past year, I really liked it. So it's the Uplift Planner. It's a very, very small business, Black-owned small business. I was very happy to support this business and do the review for her. And it does give you instructions on how to use everything. You get your 2025 calendar. Here's a space for the word of the year, so you can write your word there and maybe highlight or circle words around here that work with your word. Then you've got 2 pages for vision board. You've got 2025 goals. Okay, I don't really set goals, and I know that's pretty bad, but I'm a person that gets easily disappointed when things don't go the way that I want them to. And I know that sounds crazy because I'm a realist, and I've gotten to the point where I just would rather not have any expectations really. And then if something great happens, pleasant surprise, right? But I might put 1 or 2 things here. You know, this is not a whole goals planner forcing me to do that all year long. I'm not going to stick to anything like that. I already know me. I'm not going to do it. Here is a page for 2025 achievements. So you can write what you did achieve every month. So it's sectioned by quarters and you have every month listed on there. What I really liked when I reviewed the planner were these pages here. Who am I? So positive things about myself, things I'm good at, things I can improve, my greatest accomplishments, I feel most confident when, I'm motivated, inspired by, signs that I'm overly stressed, my support system includes, what I look forward to this year. And then this, my rescue kit. I had never seen anything like this anywhere. Relaxing things to do with your hands, calming things to smell, comforting things to see, soothing things to hear, enjoyable things to taste. I am so guided by my senses. So this really, really spoke to me. Like really, really spoke to me. And I really liked this page. I thought this was an awesome page to put in here. And then you have a notes and thoughts page. Every month, the month cover page is a coloring sheet. This page is going to be a thicker GSM than the other pages, and it's a nice, simple coloring sheet. I mean, pretty cool, right? Then you go into your monthly. It has some habit trackers down here. I'm not really good at tracking habits. I can't track a whole bunch of them. I might be able to track 1 or 2. Don't ask me to track a whole bunch. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I'm not. But over here, it does have some self-care ideas every month. So it's not forcing you to do anything. There's no pressure. I like this. Just a couple of ideas, you know, to help get you through the month, and then things that are important this month. Then every day you have a quote. Notice it only starts on January. So you have a quote every day. So if nothing else, maybe I can write my thoughts about the quote, but it's not really making me do anything, right? Top 3 priorities this week. And mainly what I want to do is be jotting down every day how I'm taking care of myself, right? So you have this open space here. Then you have a checklist with some dotted lines. And that's how it is every day except for Saturday and Sunday. Okay. Then you always have a weekly affirmation. I have everything I need within to be successful. And then good things that happen this week. Very simple. It's not a lot going on. I don't need a lot going on in a goal/self-care planner. It's too much. I've seen things, they're just overwhelming. How do you stick to all of that when, I can't say that I got a lot going on in my life. I don't do a whole lot, but I still have a life, and my life cannot be chained to filling out a goals and self-care planner all day, every day with all this stuff. This is simplistic and I like it. So that's how every week is. Every week you get a new affirmation every week, and then your thoughts, notes, and thoughts page, and then you move into the next month. And every month has this coloring sheet. Now, one thing that I did advise after reviewing it was maybe to put some tabs. That still wasn't done, but it's not a big deal because it's not like my catch-all planner. And then I think too, because it's a coloring page, the tabs probably would have been a little bit of an issue. But yeah, simple little doodles every month just to color it. Just something that just ease your mind, right? So that's how that is. And I like this. I love the simplicity of this. If you're interested, please check out the review that I did before of the Uplift Planner. It is not a whole bunch of fuss. And I think some of these other planners out here are a whole bunch of fuss. They don't work for me. I'm sorry. They don't work for me. So in the end, you do have this page, which I thought too was a great addition, a thought reframing page. So if you're having a negative thought, write it down, turn it into a positive, and then write evidence to support the positive alternative. This, I think, was a lovely page. You're still taking care of yourself without all the fuss. You're still setting goals without all the fuss. Yeah. And then at the end, you have some gratitude pages. So you can come back to these pages at any time and write what you're grateful for all year. Then you finish out with a few pages of dot grid paper. And at the end, it says, congratulations, you made it to the end. Use this space to reflect on your journey and growth. So this is simple enough for me. I can go in here and write the things that I want to do. I was also thinking with those, with the vision board pages, right? Since there's 2 pages, use one page strictly as a vision board and use the other page as like a self-care bingo. Or I can use the dot grid pages at the back for that as well. So that's going to be my self-care planner, the Uplift Planner. If you're looking for something simplistic for self-care / goals, this might be what you're looking for. It's small business, and you could support a small business. All right. Next, this is my work planner. This is also a Planners Anonymous Melody planner. It is a classic size planner cover. And I have this one as well. And then I have 2 others that I swap out for work. I have one that is an animal print, and then I have one that is a Christmas theme. So I do kind of switch those out. Now, what I did when I started back at work, I started using some things from Live Love Posh. These are some Happy Planner black metal extension disc. This is the chipboard cover with these beautiful florals. And then I also started using the inserts and the dividers. So here's the look at the dividers. So of course I only have, since the school year starts in August, that's all I have in here. I'm not going to show too much because there's things I don't want to show since this is my work planner. And let's see if I can't find an example of the inserts. So here's how the inserts look. I think they got changed up just a little bit for the next year. These were lined, and I don't think I have lined ones for next year. And then I had a dot grid section here. So let me show you what it's going to look like for next year. I will still be using those same dividers, that same chipboard cover. And this is all classic size. So here are the inserts for 2025. Now, some of these are not work-related pages, and I want to pull those and put them in my catch-all planner. Now, my catch-all is a big size, but it will fit some classic size inserts. So let's go ahead and take a look. So again, it's 2025. It's vertical, and this planner belongs to, you have the year at a glance, some holidays listed here, the 2025 word of the year, top 2025 goals, 2025 bucket list, and the 2025 vision board. I want to take these pages out and put them in my big planner. So then you have 2025 plans, 2025 year in pixels, and then a key. I don't know how I would use that one. When did I last? I definitely want to start doing this. Like, when did I last get an oil change? Or when did I last have my doctor's appointment or go have my lab work done? Then there's also an annual bill tracker, which I might just take this and stick it in my budget planner. So that's the good thing about working with disc-bound planners. You can kind of pull things. So these pages are going to go in my catch-all, and this one will go in my budget planner. And so then you have some note pages up here, and then you go into the monthly. Now, this is not going to apply to me for work, okay? Monthly priorities, yes. Monthly goals, maybe even that. But monthly bills, I'm probably not going to be using that part for work. So I'll probably cover that with stickers or what have you. So when you go into the monthly now, there's some habit trackers on there, which I probably won't use those for work either. And then here is the weekly. It is not lined. It's just standard vertical. There is a checklist here and then the dot grid, which I am fine with that change because I always use this top part as a checklist of the priorities for the week for me. So that's just going to work out wonderful. And then usually I might decorate down here, and that's if I even decorate. I don't always decorate my work planner anymore, and I will not be doing videos on my work planner. Sorry, but that's how the inserts are set up. Like I said, I will be removing some of those pages in the front, and then everything will go back into this planner cover. I will probably only pull, of course, since I work in education, I will probably only pull the January through, probably January through June inserts, pages, yeah. I don't think I'm going to pull anything other than that. And then I'll have the, I might do July. I don't know if I'm going to have like trainings or something over the summer months, but yeah. So I might pull January through July. So that's my work planner. Okay. Next is my budget planner. Again, another Planners Anonymous Melody planner cover in classic size. I previously used the Shop Till You Drop, I think is what it's called, kit for decorating this. Now, I had a savings section back here. I had made my own little trackers and everything was going great until I wasn't working anymore. And so I used January and February in here. This is a Kelva Plan dashboard planner. The reason I used her dashboard planner instead of her budget planner is because I don't budget the way budget planners are made. Again, it's just like the self-care, the goals planners. It's too much going on for me. I need to just do the bare minimum for me to stick with something. So I pulled her dashboard because this is all dot grid, and I could customize this the way I want to in terms of how I'm going to do my budgeting. Okay. And then every day I'm just going to be tracking my expenses on this side. Now, I had started doing virtual cash envelopes. I'm going to get back into that. That's why I have the trackers back here. I don't want to do cash envelopes. I don't like cash money. It's nasty. It's dirty. After working at a bank some years ago, I hardly ever enjoy having cash money. It's gross. So I'm not going to be doing all that. I'm not trying to be running back and forth to the bank. No, I'm not going to do that. My money gets, my paycheck gets direct deposited. I went ahead and opened up separate savings and checkings accounts just for my savings in a virtual cash envelope system. So all I've got to do is transfer the money through my bank app. I don't got to touch nothing, none of that dirty money. I don't have to worry about any of that. It's real quick, it's real simple, and all I'm going to be doing is tracking it. So I made some stickers. They will go on here on this side to help me track things. I'll probably show you again how I do that because it's been a while. But I will not be sharing this planner. No, I won't be really doing that at all. I might do an update every now and then to show how my savings is going, but that's not something I'm trying to film and discuss weekly. So yeah, because I've already used January and February, my thought process was to take some dot grid paper, which I do have some. I have some separately somewhere. I just don't remember quite yet where I put them. But I do have some dot grid paper. I'm just going to use dot grid pages for January and February, and I'm going to redate this one. There was no sense in me buying another planner when I pretty much had this whole planner to use. I can't remember if this one was dated or undated. It was dated. Yeah, so I'm going to have to just redate everything. That's fine with me. I have sticker books for that. I was not going to pay for another planner. And I almost did. But then I was like, I don't care if things are on sale right now. You don't need another one. You have one. Redate it. And then I kept saying, well, what am I going to do about January, February? Because I already used those dot grid paper. I got plenty of dot grid paper. And this is a pretty simple layout that I can recreate. I can just literally trace it if I want to. It's not hard because this side is nothing but dot grid anyways. So there you have that. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to be making things difficult for myself whatsoever. Okay, so I do have this planner cover. I have a few flags, note paper. I have a wrong big money energy sticker book. I started to buy another budget sticker book, and I was like, no, you got one. Use the one that you have. The only thing that I did order, and that actually is supposed to come in today, is I ordered the Kelva Plan clear budget dividers, because one, they were really cute, and I wanted to see about organizing and having more sections in here if possible. And then if I get tired of using the dividers that I created, then I have those from Kelva Plan. So that's my budget planner, 2025. And then my catch-all. Now, let's just say it was very hard to pick a catch-all planner. I have not been happy with the releases from Happy Planner, and I love my big Happy Planner. Like, I love it, but I've not been happy with the releases whatsoever. Right now, I keep my big planner in a planner cover from Live Love Posh on some white metal disc. I was only keeping half a year at a time in there, and that's probably what I will continue to do. And I will be replacing these. So this was a online exclusive with their last release. It is dated January through December of 2025. I love the big vertical layout. I started with a classic layout. Once I switched to big, there was no going back because there is so much more space to decorate in the big planner. And so I have tons of space for my plans and my deco. So that's what I like about it. Let me see about taking this off. It was the only thing that was remotely close to something that I like, and I'm still not like wowed by it. At first, I was thinking I was going to have to create my own planner. It's even hard to get big inserts from these small shops. Most of them only provide inserts for classic planners. That was a bummer too. There's one shop that I know of that has big inserts, and so I was like, if nothing else, I'm gonna have to purchase those inserts from that one shop, create my own dividers, create my own covers. So I really didn't want to do that, but here we are. So this is what I chose. It's not even anything that's just like, oh wow. No, it's just not, because they just don't make ooh wow anymore. And if they make something that's wowing, it's always on a layout that you don't use. That's what happens. So here's the inside cover. And, you know, typical stuff from your calendars, your perpetual calendar. And here are the dividers. Like I said, it's nothing wowing me here. I love that it's completely neutral. I love that. So here we have a grid and then lines, and it's straight vertical, very simple. I think there's still a quote maybe on that third page. Actually, there's no quote. It's just neutral all the way through. So I'm loving that. I was confused which planner to start using, because I still have this week in my old planner, but I think I'm going to decorate both just to use some stickers. But yeah, then I can show you the rest of the dividers. Again, very neutral, but it's not wowing me. I'm going to try my best to use my Currently pages this year. I don't really use those, but I'm paying for these planners. I might as well use every bit of them. So I'm going to try to do that this time around. Now this cover is interesting because it's got like black foiling, which is interesting. But nothing that's just a wow factor. It's just not. And that was sad to me. I wanted something that was very interesting, but they had nothing like that. And I'm so tired of them doing the whole celestial thing. Like, it's so played out in Disney. Oy, oy, oy. So yeah, there is my planner. This was bent when it came in, but I'm not going to trip about that. I ain't got time for that. Yeah, so that's going to be my catch-all. I will do a couple of setup videos There's not much for me for setting this up. Not a whole lot. It'll be a quick setup video. Let me think what else. Budget. I might show a setup video so you could see how I'm going to replace the January and February with dot grid pages and how things are going to get redated. What else? Work planner. There won't be any videos on that. I might do, there's nothing to set up in that self-care planner, nothing needed for setup there. I'll probably do a setup video for my Fitness Bujo planner, and probably I might not even do a setup video for my on the go planner, but I want to start doing my weekly spreads on that again, especially since I'm going to be using that black paper now. But that's what I'm doing. I have 8 planners, y'all. That's a lot. I know it's a lot. I didn't even realize it was that many until I started gathering everything together, and I'm just like, girl, this is a lot. And that does not even include a couple of other things that I have that I don't use regularly, like a reading planner, which I don't need a full out reading planner anyways. It's mainly just for me to jot down my thoughts about books. I'm not doing all these elaborate reading planners that people are doing out there today. I don't do all that. And then I also had a separate self-care planner, which I haven't really been using that either. And I also had a separate A5 dot grid journal that I was using as a business planner, which I probably do need to get back into using that. And here's to praying that, you know, it's a better year for my business, considering all the money I put into it and the money that versus what I made this year. Yeah, I'm just praying that next year is a better year, that I can get it marketed better, and yeah. So that's what I have for my 2025 lineup. It is a lot. No, I'm not going to be franken planning any of this stuff together. I've done a transformer planner in the past, and for me, I just rather have things separate. I know it's a lot, but I just rather have them separate. And for one reason, especially because this is the only big planner that I use. I don't want to be franken planning my classic stuff because that would be my work and my budget. I want those combined. And then I have rings and, you know, hard book, and yeah, I've got so many different types of planners. So we won't be franken planning anything here, but I'm going to try my best to stick with everything that I have. Use all the planners that I have, especially the new purchases that I've made, like the self-care planner. So definitely want to try and make sure that I'm doing that. My Fitness Bujo planner, I even this past year kind of streamlined what I was using it for, and it's mainly to track what I eat, to track my cycle and things like that, to put in, you know, meal ideas, things like that. So I do want to make sure I am using what I have. I have used a different budget planner in the past, and it didn't work for me, and that was a bummer because it wasn't a cheap planner, and I felt like it was a waste. It's a waste of money. But yeah, I don't want to do that this year. I want to use what I have. It's bad enough when you buy stickers that you don't use, and I definitely don't want to have a bunch of planners that I'm not using. But that's what it is. Let me know. Have you put together your 2025 lineup? And if so, how many planners are you using? Are you franken planning? Are you transforming planning? Are you using discs, strings, rings, hardbound? Like, let me know in the comments below. Also, guys, don't forget to slay, subscribe, like, and accept the alerts so you don't miss any videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.